Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little off. This is a quintessential blue-collar versus white-collar perception as they square off for the Commonwealth Cup.
These two teams just don't like each other. When Virginia Tech and Virginia take the field, man, there is a lot of hitting going on.
Yeah, and it's always cool because it's later in the year, it's cold outside, and just the hitting, the physicality, the disdain for each other is so much fun to watch late in the season.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Virginia Tech opened up a can the last time they saw the Hoops.
Yeah, they took care of business, and they've dominated this rivalry, and Virginia knows that, and it's in their head. They're going to have to do something early in this football game to really turn that tide.
You got to answer the bell. When Virginia and Virginia Tech play, you got to start fast. Last time it was the Hokies. Let's find out what happens here.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Get it out on the screen. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Looking to pass, it's Flowers. Coming after it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's got it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Still looking on the move. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. So Virginia's offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on it. Hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This rivalry dates back to 1895, the first time Virginia and Virginia Tech faced. I don't even think Virginia Tech was called the Hokies then.
And the names might have changed, and this rivalry's been consistent. The hatred is consistent. The disdain for each other is so much fun to watch late in the season.
There's just so much intensity in this game because it's normally played late in the year, and the offseason is based off of who wins this game.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
What's a really nice job using his feet to pick up a big play for the offense. And I think about Virginia Tech QBs always being dangerous with their legs, right? And Michael Vick used to scramble around and hurt people. This guy can get the option game going a little bit, too. You can design plays for him to keep it and get into the second level of the defense because this guy's got some serious speed.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Hokies are rolling down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just sprint.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Virginia, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give to the tailback. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distance.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
He tries to take the top off. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
After the misfire now on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Running with power. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
On the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Finds his target down the middle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Back to throw, it's Flowers. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
First down.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Hokies! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Virginia, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
To the ground. He's got it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Flowers. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Hokies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. On the run, it's Heath. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Running to the left. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got
deep shot for the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football, and going and getting that INT.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll throw it on 1st down. Snags it on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Cavalier. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Looking to throw, it's Flowers. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Snags it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run the sneak for it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. In defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Flowers. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Bounced right back to them.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
That's reeled in. It's Coleman. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain.
What a snag by the defense. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Shakes off the defender. Hey, get him on the... He gets enough to move the sticks. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open.
Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Hokie, Tech, VPI builds a big lead on the Hoos.
You got to love the way the Hokies have come out in this game, and they've just taken it. They're playing with more energy, and they're flying around.
They're flying around, playing great, playing with an edge. You can tell this game really, really mattered. That's why rivalries are so much fun.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left, and his throw is incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop on this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels,
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Give to the running back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll go to the ground. Discards a man. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They'll give it to him again. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Flowers. Floats it out in space. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Virginia, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Line getting set on second down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
He's got his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He'll do it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Feeling some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The snap sets up to throw. They're bringing heat. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Green. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the left side. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year.
When he breaks into the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The give. Touchdown, Hokies! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Virginia, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David.
And he ends up taking a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this. Nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from